Good morning, subscribers. My name is Ara, and this channel is wowzers Investments, inspired by my daughter, who I started investing when she was 0 years old. So today I want to talk about 3 stocks that I completely missed out on and would have made 100% to 200% gains in the last 6 months alone, but I chose not to invest for a variety of reasons. But I should have invested a little bit. I should have ignored my fears and just threw in a couple $1,000s and taken the chance because I had semi-insider information and I knew these companies were great and I knew they were probably going to do great. So the first one on the list is Twilio. This one was recommended to me by my buddy Raphael, who had actually used the service before. This is a messaging service. And also to go along with Twilio, Twlo, is Bandwidth, B-A-N-D. So these two companies are kind of competitors with each other. Bandwidth is a much smaller company, but Bandwidth is actually profitable, Twilio is not. So anyway, Twilio was about $23 a share 6 months ago, and Band was about $20 a share 6 months ago. And now Twilio is closer to $50 a share. It's June 30th, I think, today, and it's Saturday, but yeah, it's about $50 a share, and Band is about $40 a share. So Twilio actually got up well over 100% gains, and Band is right around 100% gains. So Twilio is the first one I missed out on. So that's because I have experience as a software developer, and I just kind of heard from people that this was a great service. Uber is using it for messaging their customers when they pull up to a house, stuff like that. So the second stock that I missed out on is, I'll talk about Huia next, H-U-Y-A. So Huia, I won't say I had direct insider knowledge, but I own a lot of shares of the company YY.com. So Huia is basically like Twitch of China. So Huia, boy, there's a lot of cars in this section right here. So Huia was owned by YY, or a majority owned by YY, and they decided to have an IPO specifically for Huia. Now, this was not like an eBay PayPal situation where they were just going to spin it off and give the shares to the shareholders. You actually had to buy shares at the IPO. This was around the same time that Baidu was spinning off shares of IQiyi. So Huia is basically like Twitch, and the thing is, they are growing their numbers by like over 100% a year. So there are loads of gamers in China, and this is becoming big industry. Huia is still not profitable, but I should have taken a chance and bought shares around $16 a share when it came out 6 months ago. And there's an ant crawling on the screen. Although you can't see it, so I won't stop the video. So yeah, $16 a share, and right now Huia is about $32 a share, and it actually hit more than that. So it's over 100% in under 6 months. So Huia, because I was a YY shareholder, I should have had the confidence and bought shares in Huia too. I did luckily buy shares in IQiyi the day it came out, because I had some knowledge of it because I owned Baidu. So I did get 100% returns in under 6 months in that one. So the third stock I want to talk about today is another one that had a recent IPO. I believe it was a little bit before January. I think it was about 7 or 8 months ago. So this stock is MongoDB, MDB. So this is a database company. And the reason why I did not invest is because they are not profitable, and it was a ridiculous price to sales ratio. But I told you I had somewhat insider knowledge, and that's because, again, because I'm a software engineer, and I had just recently, in the last few years, learned about MongoDB, and I've used it a lot myself, and I knew other people were excited about using it. It's a non-relational database. It's just basically a way for companies to store their data. And there's companies like Walmart that use it that need lots and lots of data. They need to know like which customers goes with which credit cards, goes with which preferences that they should recommend to. So there's a lot of data that companies need to store, and MongoDB is a very good choice of a relatively new type of database that companies can use to quickly store and access. Hold on one second, there's a car. Store and access relevant data. So MongoDB is another one, and I believe I could have got shares, like realistically, I could have got shares around the $23 to $25 range. I probably wasn't thinking about this one the very first day, but over the next couple of weeks, as I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, maybe I should buy shares. And the only reason I didn't was because to me, it looked like the price to sales ratio was far too high that I didn't want to invest in. That's also why I didn't invest in Netflix. That's another one I missed out on. But this video, yeah, so Twilio is a messaging app, and I might buy just a couple shares to be in it. MongoDB, I kind of feel like I already missed out on that one, but I might just buy a couple shares to be in it anyway. And Huia, again, I might buy a couple shares. You know, since I was a YY shareholder, and YY is one of my biggest positions in one of my favorite companies because they're so undervalued. Yeah, I might just buy a couple of shares of Huia too. So those are three like huge mistakes that I have made in the last 6 months alone. So I'm going to try to, going forward from here, not make those mistakes. Luckily, I did invest in Bitcoin and Ether and Litecoin like 12 months ago, so I was able to make a few thousand from that. But yeah, I just wanted to point out some of my big mistakes because these are the things that like haunt me at night. I can't believe I didn't, you know, buy at least a couple shares of these companies and would have already had 100% returns. So guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. I'm a new channel. I can't believe I already have 200 and something subscribers. This is amazing. I am a professional trader. I'm not trying to give you guys advice. I'm just trying to kind of show you guys what I do and show you guys how I make money in the long term and over the course of months and years. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Bye, guys.